What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, well, not today, it's a solo show today. Today I have Dave in the studio. Dave, what's your last name, Dave?
Martinez.
Martinez.
But everybody knows me as Skater Dave.
Skater Dave.
So you just call me Skater Dave.
All right, man. I forgot to ask you before we started. But, okay, CEO of Karma Griptape.
Yes, sir.
Dude, thank you for joining us today.
I appreciate it, bro. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you in the studio, man, and happy Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, happy Single and Mile.
Even though this will come out later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're holding it down today. Let us know what city you're repping.
Inglewood.
Inglewood?
Yes, sir.
Is that where you grew up?
Born and raised.
Sick. All right. How long have you been skating, and how did you start?
Shit, I've been skating since I've been about 12, 13 years old.
Okay. 12, 13?
Yeah, so I'm 35 now. It's been a good run.
Okay. And how did you start? Where did you get your board?
My first board was a hand-me-down, bro.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, from one of my neighbors. Was my best friend.
That's cool.
Gave me a little hand-me-down pile that his older brother had.
Okay, and he was skating at the time?
He was older. He was skating. So it was a POW. Had some Ventures on there, some Spitfires.
Sick. And this neighbor?
Neighbor.
And did they have skate stuff in the front or anything? Or
when we were growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were growing up, my dad made us fun boxes.
Oh, okay.
We had little flat bars. And the cool part was my neighbor that lived across the street had a mini ramp in the back.
Oh.
And
did you see the one over there?
yeah, that one's pretty cool. it was pretty big. It was probably 4 times the size of that.
Whoa.
The actual mini ramp actually came from, Daryl?
Daryl, yeah, from
Castle?
Yes.
He actually had a skate shop back in the day called Where the Locals Sk8.
Yes.
And my neighbor was sponsored by him.
Okay.
And when the skate shop ended up closing down,
they donated
that ramp came with the homie, and I had access to that growing up right across the street.
You skated the ramp too?
All day long.
Damn.
It was cool because it was a neighbor like directly across the street. So I had the fun boxes and he had the mini ramp.
That's so rad.
So it was just all day long shredding.
That's so cool. That's the way to do it, man. And then, okay, and what kind of board did you get? Do you remember?
My first board?
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't remember my first board.
It was just well, you said it was a hand-me-down, but...
It was a hand-me-down. Like,
when you got to go to the skate shop, do you remember what you got the first time?
I want to say it was a Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's actually what I'm riding right now, too.
Is that what you're like?
Yeah. I'm actually a real big fan of the Birdhouse. I'm not going to lie. But the other day I went into the skate shop and I was looking for it, and the owner told me some stuff that kind of hurt me. He was just like, bro, he's just like, nobody's asking for that. He's like, you're the only guy. He's like, the kids don't ask for that no more. He's just like,
so he's not.
I don't know if it's, yeah, he's like, he's not grabbing it no more. I don't know if it's not cool. But back in our days, Birdhouse held weight,
Heck yeah, man. When I watched the end, I was like blown away. Andrew Reynolds and all them dudes. Even Tony Hawk's part was sick, dude.
The whole video, for real.
Yeah, and because back in the day we used to call it the vert button. When we watch vert, we'd fast forward it because we'd get back to the street.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Tony's part was sick. All right, are you goofy or are you regular?
I'm actually a goofy skater.
Goofy skater. All right. Some of the local spots that you guys would skate.
On the regular?
On the regulars.
We were in Pomona a lot. UC Riverside. Honestly, we're all over the place. I feel like we've hit a lot of the most famous spots here in LA.
Okay.
I feel like we've been to a lot of them.
Okay, but when you're younger, did you start off like at the skate park or anything?
Skate park. Westchester had just got built. My local is Hawthorne, the Dirty. So shout out to the Dirty.
Shout out to the Dirty. I've been there once.
Yeah, the homies out there, all the locals. Shout out to them. So that's where I really started growing skating. Is Westchester and Hawthorne.
Okay. Now you told me a story before we started that your sister ended up getting you a board.
Oh, dude! So I actually took a break during high school. I was into actually took a little BMX break. So I was into BMXing for a little bit.
Okay.
And when I was 20 years old, she bought me a complete deck for Christmas. And I remember just looking at it, and dude, I just fell right back in love with it. And since then, I just became a skate ride again.
Dude, that's so cool. Because that happens, bro. Sometimes you don't even know you need the board, and it just somehow comes back to into your life. And
yeah, dude, fucking thankful for skateboarding.
Dude, amazing. And then how long have you been skating before you started the grip, or did you said you started
the grip? Yeah, so I was messing around with the apparel stuff. It's a little bit saturated, so it was kind of hard to pop off with that. And the grip tape just came about randomly. It's not like I specifically was like grip tape. It just happened to come about. One day I was at Westchester. One of the little youngsters, he was skating, broke his deck. He was really bummed out.
Okay.
One of the older homies gave him a deck, but he didn't have any grip, so he was still kind of like, still can't skate, you know? And I remember at that time I was buying stuff in bulk, and I had a box of grip in my trunk. So I went, grabbed it, pulled it out, hooked up the little homie. He was super hyped. He was like, hell yeah, I mean, now I can start skating again. Cool, homie. I just want to keep shredding, you know? Keep practicing that trick you're working on. And I had a bunch of extra grip, so I started hooking up all the little kids that were there. You know, next thing you know, I had a little crowd around me.
Damn.
All the kids were hyped. They were asking me, you know, like, why are you giving us this? And I was, you know, honestly, I just want to see you guys keep shredding.
That's cool.
So I hooked it up, and, you know, when I left, the parents stopped me, and they were just like, you know, that was pretty cool. It was pretty nice of you. Do we owe you any money? And, no, I was just like, no, I do that just for the love, you know? Like, that was just to hook them up. Cool, what's the name of your brand? We'll follow you on Instagram.
Ooh.
And that's when it kind of clicked. I was just like, well, I don't have a grip tape brand, but this kind of came naturally. And dude, just hooking the kids up, dude. You just can't describe that feeling. So, you know, I thought about it, and I dropped my logo onto the grip tape, and I said, you know what, we're gonna give this a shot. And we just kind of ran with that.
Okay, dude, that's so cool. How long were you doing apparel before the grip tape started?
Probably 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's cool that you already had the name, the brand already kind of established and stuff like that. So
we actually changed the name in general. You know, I didn't want to use that same name. So
okay.
I thought about a name that held a lot of weight and something that meant a lot.
Apparel was a different name.
Different name.
Okay.
Same logo, just different name. I know the logo actually represents where I'm from. It's where I'm from in Inglewood. Our whole section is named after trees, and that's where that tree comes from. So you know. I dropped the logo to also represent home, you know.
See, that's a cool little backstory on that, because I didn't know why you used a tree.
Yeah, so it's an arbor tree. An arbor tree is the tree of life, a karma tree.
Okay.
So I looked it up, and that's what it meant in Latin. I was just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna roll with the karma name. It held a lot of weight, and it kind of went with what I was doing, giving back to the community. So I was just like, I'm gonna roll with that. Looked it up. It was available.
Yeah.
And that's how we came about.
So everything's all registered.
Everything's all good to go.
Dang. Well, yeah, man. I mean, you've been doing it for a while, so that's cool. And then I know you got some skaters on your team and stuff like that. And but that's a cool story. How that sometimes those things just come out of thin air, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had a guy on the show. He started Security Skates, and he goes around.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, cleaning up skate parks and stuff. And
that's what's up.
Yeah, and what's cool is like he was just in his security uniform, and some kid just goes, "Hey, Security Skates," and like a question, like what? And it ended up, he's like, "Hey, that's a good name." But that's rad that you took the local tree, and then and made it part of you, and it's where you're from as well.
Yeah, for sure,
dude. That's amazing, man. And yeah, man, and so you went about and picking out the grip that you wanted and everything, right?
Yeah, it took a while to find. At first, I was just giving out grip, and then it took a while to kind of like dial it down. It wasn't really. It was just more about giving back. It wasn't really like a core skate company, and I actually met my manager at one of the One Sons events. So shout out, Anthony from One Son, and he stopped us and we started chatting. Told him about our brand, and he ended up hitting me up, and he was just like, "Oh, dude, your brand's pretty sick." He's just like,
Yeah.
We ended up having some good conversations, and he introduced me to some skaters that he was working with. They were they came from out of state.
Okay.
Dudes were sleeping in their car. Dudes were, trying to live that skate dream.
Yeah. They're hungry. They want the.
So he introduced me to all these cats, and I figured, it'd be better if we moved as a group than, instead of individually, and see how far we can get doing that. So that's how the team came about. So everybody, was individually picked. Mm-hmm. Everybody plays a certain part on the team.
That's so cool. That's so rad, dude. How many riders do you have?
Right now, we have like almost 10.
Almost 10?
Yeah.
That's a good amount.
And, we're still growing, so we got some new candidates coming up. We got some new heat.
Okay.
We got our part 2 of our video coming out. We dropped our first full length last summer.
Last summer?
Yeah. So it's about be our 1 year anniversary, and we're about to start, working on our part 2.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's
so cool. We'll be introducing some new skaters.
That's some new guys.
A couple new guys.
Dang.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you got people on flow as well, right?
Oh, we got some flow riders. Yeah, we're well-rounded team.
Right. You're giving out free grip for people to try it out. You got people on flow, and then you got your riders.
Yeah, I figured the first 5 years, it's how long we've been around, is just introduction to the brand, getting everyone known. I mean, getting them known who we are, and what we do and what we represent.
That's everything, man. Yeah, because I mean, that's how you do it. You show up to all the events, you know. Is that what you did?
Yeah, I started tagging along with these community events and just passing out grip. And
did you set up a booth and all that?
Have our little booth, a little table. We had some we have apparel as well.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it was just really just getting the kids known to it, let them know who we are.
Dude, we have a sheet right here, man, and I love the fact that you actually put the logo on the back too, on the paper, and then you put.
Yeah, dude, it's very important,
Yeah.
The product looks to the T.
It's good too, man.
Yeah, bro, check it out. It's shredded when you get a chance.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, I love it.
I promise you'll like it.
All right, dude. And then Listo, I know he was wearing a Karma shirt the other day, so.
Yeah, shout out to Listo. He's the homie.
Yeah, man.
I've been keeping an eye on him. He's been shredding, bro. And I just, honestly, what I like about Listo is his positive attitude.
Yeah.
I felt like he would be a good candidate to represent the Karma team.
That's
He's out there shredding too,
Yeah, he's out there. He's hungry, bro. He's out there all the time.
That's what I love to see. I like to see hungry skaters.
Yeah, and then did you see him wear a Cowtown or something like that?
I've seen him around. I met him at La Puente. I know he's part of the same group as some of the homies. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I've been watching his clips. He's been getting this stuff up.
All right. Yeah, because I know you were at Cowtown, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have some of your riders?
No, we were just there peeping it.
Oh, okay. Just there for fun?
Yeah, just for fun. I got some of my skaters were going to be at a Hemet.
Oh, then that one coming up?
Yeah, so, people's out there. I got some riders are going to be in the contest.
Dang. Yeah, because we just had somebody come in and talk about that. I think it's going to be, the
Hemet M.
Well, we know, today, this next Thursday that's coming up, we'll be talking about the Hemet coming up.
Yeah, so I got a couple of my riders in there.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty excited about. It's the first time going to a comp.
That's cool.
Well, actually, not our first time, but
yeah,
it's been a while.
So you're gonna have some guys join the battle.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Be some contenders out there.
And now, what skate shops carry your grip?
Right now, we're heavy in sticks. We just got into mainline. Warning.
Okay.
Yeah. So we actually got some events coming up too. I had a phone call with one of the council members of Bell Gardens.
Okay.
So on the 15th, we're going to be doing a little skate function with mainline, Warning, 88 Skate Supply.
Oh, sick.
And Karma will be out there as well.
Where's it going to be at?
Bell Gardens Skate Park.
Bell Gardens Skate Park.
Yeah. So if you guys are free on the 15th, pull up. Starts at 6. I got some DJs coming.
15th of
this month.
Okay. Wow. Damn. This is already dropped. This episode comes out on the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
So we'd already been there and had a good time.
Yeah. Hope to see everyone there.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to see everybody there, we should say.
Yeah.
What day's the 15th? I don't even know.
It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday?
Thursday night.
Okay. That should work out then.
Yeah. So we got some cool stuff coming up. Getting ready for Go Skate Day.
That's true. That's coming up as well.
We're trying to figure out where we want to be.
Yeah. I mean.
Kind of want to be in the streets this year.
Okay.
We usually do a skate park. We usually do a Chino Ayala. We might be out there. We might split it. Some out there and some in the streets. We want to make sure our presence is felt.
All right. Now, I was gonna ask: are some of your riders, are they from the same area? Are they no. Are they just from everywhere and then they just became friends because of the team?
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone's handpicked from different places. A few of us are from Inglewood. Some of the riders, one of our riders from Norwalk. We got Upland. We got Chino.
Yeah.
That's
cool. They're representing.
Compton. Yeah, we're all over the place. When we get together, we're all homies. It's a big family.
That's so sick. Cause we were watching parts of that video, and man, it seemed like it was all homie love in that video.
That's the cool thing about it. I used to watch videos and be like, dude, I wish I had that experience of being in the van, being with all the homies, just going to different skate spots. And
yeah.
Not so I'm like, in my late 30s now, and I'm finally get to experience it.
Well, as long as you're doing it, man, that's what counts. Because I mean, that's everything. Getting the van or getting everybody in like you said, 3 carloads, right? One
Dude,
time?
sometimes 5-6 cars,
Damn.
Last weekend we were 15 deep. And that's not even including the filmers,
Right.
But it's always a good time. It's like a big family.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's very supportive. No matter what skill level you are, you're welcome to pull out.
That's so rad, dude. That's so rad. And who's filming? Who's doing the
We have different filmers.
different filmers?
Yeah. I have, I'll take turns with the camera. Well, hey, if you're hurt and you're not skating, you got to pull up the camera, bro. You still got duties on the team,
You still got to do something.
You're on camera duty.
Yeah. Get some B-roll or something.
Yeah. So we have different filmers. They'll take turns.
All right. And you guys are going to start working on something soon, huh?
Yeah, this summer.
Do you have plans on when you want to drop it, or are you just going to start?
Nothing yet. Right now, we're just going to stack clips.
Stack clips.
I don't like to put pressure like that on the guys.
Right.
Because go with the flow.
That's the best, man.
We're just out there having fun.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, because if you put too much pressure on people, sometimes they don't want to, perform. They're like, damn, this is starting to feel like a job.
Yeah, no, we don't want it to feel like a job. We just want to be out there
Right.
chilling with the homies,
All right. Now, do you do any collabs with anybody?
Haven't had any collabs yet.
No? Any dream collabs?
I haven't really thought about that yet.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
You never know. Like, someone might come calling and be like, hey, let's work together,
Doors are open.
Now, because I know you said you kind of do stuff with Jagons, right?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jay Gons. Shout out to all the homies up there at LA Apparel Manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
Tier West.
Tier West, yeah. They dropped something today, I think, with Steve, right?
Yeah, with Steve. Those jeans, huh? Have you seen them?
Jeans. Yeah, they're sick.
Things are fire, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm like, yeah, I want some custom jeans.
Shout out to the team over there. They actually help a lot with our apparel.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I always shoot them the ideas. They come up with the mock-ups. They always come out with some fire stuff.
Okay.
So, and I met him through skateboarding. So, everything comes together,
That's so rad. Yeah, because I mean, the more people we meet in on this show, man, it feels like we all kind of knew each other, or someone knows each other somehow. We might even just follow each other on Instagram, but now the connections are starting to be made. Well, at least that's how I feel sitting here. And yeah, man, like, cause didn't you send some of your guys to
I
the
sent
show?
I sent Sean over here.
Yeah. You're like, check them out. Like, go be on this podcast.
Oh, James as well.
Yeah.
Sean James as well. Those guys are some shredders, bro.
Dude, thank you for that too. For requesting these dudes to come down, man. That's amazing.
I feel like they need to be seen, dude.
But now we finally got you in the chair, dude. The CEO of the company. That's amazing.
Yeah, a long time coming.
Yeah, I think timing is everything, And let's talk about what's next for you guys besides the video.
So next month I actually got our first magazine ad dropping.
Oh, sick.
So shout out to 86 Magazine. I'm actually really excited for that.
86 Magazine, huh?
Yeah, it's our first magazine ad, and I can't wait to see it.
Do you know who's in it? Or
I know who's in it.
Okay.
I'm just not going to say.
Oh, of course not.
I won't.
And you said it drops when?
Next month.
Next month. Okay, yeah. So you can't spoil it yet.
Yeah, no, and I want to surprise the writer who we handpicked to get it,
That's so rad.
Well deserved.
That's so rad, dude.
So we'll have a little function for him. We'll surprise him.
All right, that would be so sick.
Yeah,
dude.
no planned date yet though.
No planned date.
Yeah,
yet.
we're still working on it.
All right.
So pretty excited to see how that comes out.
All right. Now are you skating at all? Like, are you out there getting clips too?
I'll get my clips here and there. You gotta have a CEO that skates as well. You gotta be out there shredding too.
All right. Do you have anything under the belt right now, or
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too
I actually had an injury a few years back that I feel like limits myself. But once you're around all these good skaters,
you kind of get That'd be cool to see, man. Yeah, because I mean, I see little things here and there on your Instagram, but like I said, it's good to see somebody that's gonna be riding the board too.
Yeah, I feel it's very important if you own a skate brand, you gotta be a skater,
or at least was, right?
Yeah, you gotta be tapped into the culture. You gotta know what's going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, does Maxo work with you at all?
Yeah, shout out to homie Max. He comes out to skate with us all the time.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. He was in the background with his book, huh?
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Max. That's it's one of the homies.
All right. And man, dude. And what about music? How do you guys choose the music for your parts?
You know what? It depends on the person's vibe.
Okay.
So I mean, we'll go with their preference, but a lot of that music that was in our video was handpicked by our manager. He fills it all out.
He fills it all out.
Yeah, I feel like it goes well.
Okay.
He always has ideas of like what he thinks would go well with that part.
That sometimes like I don't know, like if I'm making a little edit, I'll pick a song, and like sometimes the first one just goes like, and I'll be like, okay, well let's try other songs, and then it's just never work. I'm like, okay, we gotta go back to that first one. Yeah, that's right. But do the skaters have any like can I like, oh, I want maybe a rap song or this song, or
yeah, of course, yeah. It all depends on their vibe, you know.
Yeah.
Shoot, let us know what you like, and then we'll kind of go off that.
Yeah, and they might skate to that vibe too. You know,
of course.
Because I mean, some skaters pop in the earbuds, and I'm listening to reggae, so sometimes I feel like if I'm listening to that, that's how my skating looks, and if I'm listening to rap, I might get a little crazier. Than if we got some headbanger stuff, I might be a little
more aggressive.
Yeah.
That's how I am when I skate. It just depends on my mood and my vibe. I want to hear some heavy metal stuff and get a little more aggressive out there.
That's so rad. All right. Now, do you have a local shop that you purchase from or anything?
Right now, I'm just messing with Mainline.
Mainline?
Yeah. Shout out to them.
That the closest one, or they're the
no,
ones
just
for you?
This is the one that I like going to. I would say probably the closest one to me. That's more. I like more of the old school vibe.
Oh, okay.
I don't like more of like the commercial, like corporate. Like those are cool, but like
yeah. But I mean, like, because sometimes, you just get along more better with some of the people that work there or whatnot.
No, the vibe's right.
The vibes are right, All right. And now, what kind of board do you ride? What's your shape in?
8.38.
8.38?
It's kind of a, not random size, but I find it hard to find a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know where to find that, because most popular ones are the 8.25s,
Yeah. So that's really how I ended up messing with the birdhouses, because they're the only ones that would carry the 8.38s, and there's some really good wood too,
Yeah.
But now that my old shop don't carry it, it's kind of hard to find. I'm sliding over to Santa Cruz.
So you only want to purchase from the skate shop? You won't go to the website and get the birdhouse?
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes that's what I have to do.
I like to support my local skate shop, or
I do as well.
Independent skate shops,
But if sometimes I really want this skateboard and they don't got it, and I'll ask them too, like, are you getting it? You think you guys are gonna get an order for this or whatnot? But or I'm on the lookout for this and that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, we'll let you know.
No, I switch over. I'll adapt it to different stuff.
Okay.
I don't mind different brands.
And Santa Cruz makes the 838.
They make an 838.
All right.
I actually just broke it.
Oh.
Yeah. I hit up that new skate park in Inglewood. Have you seen it?
The new skate park in Inglewood. I
Yeah.
don't think so. What color? What's the color?
It's like black and gray. It just opened up like a few weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang. I've been missing out on all these parks. Even that new one too. What is it? Watts or something?
Oh,
The purple one?
that park is fire. You gotta check that one out.
I haven't been there either.
I was there for both openings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now for like any like the event type of deal or just hanging out?
No, the event.
Okay.
I was at both events. I was out there with the Watts Core community. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They're a little community center out there in Watts by the Nickerson Gardens.
Okay.
So shout out to Miss T. She's actually the one that runs it. And we help out in the summer with the skate lessons out there. And, she invited me down.
That's so cool.
Help out with the kids, give them some free skate lessons. We should have that program going back up this summer.
Okay.
So we'll be out there in Watts giving free skate lessons. So tap into our Instagram, see where we're at. You can always join.
And you guys bring boards with you, so that if kids don't bring their own boards,
they'll provide boards.
They'll provide boards. Yeah. That's rad. Yeah, hopefully they all have Karma grip on them. Huh?
Of course, dude. I'll make sure everyone's karma'd up.
Heck yeah. They're like, oh no, you're doing that wrong. Let me get you the right grip. Yeah.
It's because of the grip.
It's because of the grip. Yeah. But that's rad that you do that for the community too. You're giving back as well.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of the brand. So, I like my skaters to come out there and help.
Okay.
Part of the team, you got to do a little bit of community work.
That's so rad, though. I mean, that's what you got to do. And then you get invited back then to all the events too.
Yeah, no, it's super cool being part of that. Just vibing with the kids, giving back, like just.
Now the Santa Cruz board, it's not the VX obviously because you broke it.
Right? Nah, it's just a random
A3.
Yeah, it's not anyone's board. It's just a random Santa Cruz board.
Random. What about trucks? What trucks do you ride?
Independent.
Independent.
Yeah, Spitfire wheels, Reds. One of my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Hardware, local celebrity.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, it's one of the homies' brands that he's got going on right now. So shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Peep their website; they got some fire stuff.
Yeah, because I've been noticing a lot of brands have been collabing with each other. I don't know, maybe they're even the same person that owns just two different brands. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's rad when you see, like you said, you got the homie doing hardware now, and then you got your grip. And if you could find somebody that's doing boards or something, or you never know.
Yeah, I'd like to support everyone.
You know what I mean? All the little homies that are just doing their thing. And I like the fact that earlier you even said that like Karma's just could be even like a stepping stone for somebody if somebody else.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, we're always sponsoring. Any youngsters out there got some sponsor me tapes, want to join the team, go ahead and send them in. Okay. Show them to the team. Yeah, we're always sponsoring, and once you're on Karma, it's you're always family. Okay. Whether you go somewhere else, I'd like people to think of it like a stepping stone. Mm-hmm. Come over here, get familiar with filming,
or just stay for life too.
Yeah, for life. I'm sure we got some for life riders.
Yeah, man, and yeah, because we even got James's picture up right here. He's got that was an ad.
Yeah, dude, that was we gave him a poster.
Now, did you think of that yourself, just making a poster, or like you're like?
No, we planned it out. Like we just steps,
Steps.
It's gonna be one of our first ads, first poster. Actually, that's actually our second poster.
Second.
We had it edited. It's a pretty fire shot.
That's so rad, dude.
Shout out to James, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one too, because I mean, you could see the tree right there in the picture and everything, so. That's cool, man. And do you have any more? You said the guy's coming out in a magazine, but any other posters?
Yeah, well, we're going to make that a poster as well. Okay. So we'll have some big ones, some mini prints.
Damn, can't wait, dude.
Yeah, so when we drop that, make sure you guys pull up to the function.
All right. And that's the one in Bell Gardens, or?
No, it's going to be a different thing.
Different thing?
Yeah, we'll announce that. We're working on that.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to talk about that maybe... that you want to bring up?
I mean, just the things we're working on.
All right. Well, let's take a quick break,
right,
and we'll be right back. And we're back, everybody. All right. Now, you're just telling me a cool P-Rod story.
Yeah. Actually ran into... Well, actually, we had a little event the other day at the Watts Park.
Uh-huh.
And he pulled up with the Primitive team and had this old school Street Dreams poster that one of my older sister gave me. She just whipped that out the closet one day and was like, "Hey, you want this?" And it was already signed by Rob Dyrdek.
Okay.
So I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll take that." Had it framed, had it in my room for years, and I always said one day I'm gonna run into P-Rod, and I'm gonna have him sign it.
Okay.
That day came, dude. I whipped it out on him. He was.
Did you have it in your trunk the whole time?
Well, I brought it with me because I knew the Primitive team.
That's right.
We did the event together, so. I brought it with me, and when the time was right, I whipped it out and surprised him with it. Like, yo, bro, I need that.
Yeah, no, I saw that. You were showing me that little video. That's on your Instagram?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. And you were showing me, and then that's so rad. And I see, what's his name in the background, too, getting it. What's his name? His homie?
Oh, Spanish Mikey?
Spanish Mike. There you go.
And then Tebow popped out and was like, yo, Dave, I had a cameo on that, man. Throw my signature on there,
Okay.
So he hooked it up with a signature, too, so...
Now you just got to find that cop now, or what?
I don't know who that cop is.
Wasn't he in the photo too, he said?
Yeah, I don't know who that cop is, though.
All right. Well, who made the movie?
Produced by Rob Dyrdek.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You don't remember that movie, Street Dreams?
I didn't watch it, dude.
Yeah, people, when you get a chance.
I need to see that.
Yeah, it's cool,
Yeah, I've always heard about it. Even the homie, I think, was in it, too. I think Victor Brooks was in it, so... That's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Growing up, I mean, we watched it all the time.
So the Knack, right?
Yeah,
the Knack.
We're all here trying to live the street dreams. Yeah.
Now, how did Rob Dyrdek signed the poster. Do you know that?
My sister saw the video at a film festival when they debuted it. So he was there, and she got his signature.
Okay.
It was just laying around in the closet.
Now, was she into skating too, or she just knew you were into skating?
No, she knew I was into skating, so
Okay.
she was just like, "Hey, dude, it's been laying around. You want this?"
That's so cool.
I seen it, and I was like, "For sure, I need that."
And now you got to hang it up again. With
Yeah,
with
gotta
the
hang it up
signatures.
again.
That's so cool. Now, is that in your room or is it like in an office type?
Nah, I keep that in the room.
In the room,
Yeah.
right?
I got all my posters, all that in my room hanging up.
Yeah,
I like to wake up to skateboarding.
that's so sick. Yep, you know what you got to get into that day, huh?
Yeah, keep that thing on my mind.
That's so cool, dude. All right, now if you had a dream trick, what would it be?
Dream trick?
Yeah,
A laser flip
laser flip on what? What would you
off a set.
off a set?
Yeah.
6 stair, 9
It's
stair,
a nice,
20 stair,
nice little 10-piece.
10-piece.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
That's kind of crazy
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
I've seen the homie do it, and I'm just in disbelief, and I'm just like, dude, I wish I could do that.
People that got a good laser flip. It's
Dude, some of the best skateboarding I've seen has been through the homies, and I'm just like mind blown. I'm like, dude, we got to get this out there.
Mm-hmm. And now you said you had that full length video in a theater, right? And
Yeah, so we actually had it at the Gardena Cinema. Shout out to them for working with us and letting us drop it in an actual theater. I wanted to put the homies on the big screen, and it was very important that we executed that way because that was just part of the plan.
And you said they played it for like a month?
Yeah, they played it for a month after that.
Damn.
So
Now, you had to pay for that whole month, or did they just kind of...
no, they threw that in.
They just threw it in?
I had to get it on the screen, and they hooked it up with the extra month.
Wow.
They like to debut films that are like local artists, I guess.
Okay.
People that are local.
That's cool. That's good to know
So,
for anybody out there that maybe...
Yeah, if you get a chance, go to our YouTube, Karma Griptape, and peep the full length. I got some bangers in there for sure.
we were watching some of them. You got the little youngster in there.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Lil Kev.
Lil Kev?
Lil Kev out of Compton.
Yeah.
Dude, peep him. He's going to be the truth, I promise you.
Yeah. How long has he been on the team?
He's been on the team. It's probably been about 2 years.
2 years?
3 years, yeah. He's growing. We got him, he was probably 12, 13, probably like 15, almost 16 now.
Yeah.
Out there shredding, though.
They're repping hard, dude. They're rocking the shirts and they're putting it out there, dude. I love it.
Gotta make sure my guys out there looking good.
Yeah.
So I try to give these guys some fresh gear,
Mm-hmm.
every few months, every couple months.
And I see your gear, dude. It looks very, very good, bro.
Dude, if you're ordering from our site, I want to make sure I'm dropping some
I mean, the box and
some
everything.
quality goods.
Yeah, it comes like in a like if you're actually ordering like a collared shirt from, you know what I mean, from like, I don't know if Nordstrom's is a good spot, but damn.
No, some skateboard luxury goods. I feel like presentation is very important.
Yeah.
So I want, if you're gonna spend with us, I want make sure you feel like your family and you're getting some good stuff.
Now, what would a t-shirt run?
$25, $30 if that.
Okay, and that comes with the box and everything.
Box and everything.
Because I know how sometimes shipping, does it get a little more in shipping for that, or
A little bit, but we got things hooked up. So
okay,
yeah,
okay.
all that's included in the price.
Now, the shirts can be found also in skate shops too.
Shirts, yeah,
Shirts and grip.
shirts and grip.
Dang.
You can hit our website if you need the hoodies,
Okay.
or catch us at an event.
Okay. Yeah, because you say you set up a booth and everything, so you'll be having your merch out there.
Yeah, I like to make sure we hit the community events. So
Damn. And you're gonna be out in Hemet too, so.
yeah, Hemedam.
We're so far ahead of our schedule,
Mhm.
like here, like, because we're already booked, like, next month already is done. So it's like, sometimes it's hard to, like, damn, an event popped up and now we're already busy, we already made plans, so we'd love to start planning around these events so we can maybe start getting out there more and maybe getting some on the scene stuff,
I feel like
Cool.
presence is also very important. Anybody can drop a brand on the gram, but I feel like presence is important.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Show face.
show face, yeah. And I mean, we skate every Sunday out there in the streets. We have our schedule. We keep it down pretty to the T.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone is welcome. So we always post it, Karma Sundays. If you want to come meet us, just tap in. We'll send you the loc.
Do you have a location you guys always start at?
No, it depends
It just
on.
depends.
I always like to ask for suggestions in the group chat. You guys see something, a spot, maybe in a video, or like, hey, I want to hit that, and everyone's with it. We'll start there and we'll work around there. So we'll try to we'll investigate spots. So it's a whole week of work before we hit that Sunday.
That's so cool.
We don't want to be out there wasting time.
All right, that's good to know. Yeah, because if everybody's down with the same thing, because like a lot of times, like maybe you meet up at a skate park, get warmed up, and then you guys decide. But
depends on where we're going.
Yeah.
Usually a skate park, we'll go there we'll meet at 10.
Meet
By 12, we're out. Well, let's go grab some meat. First spot.
Yeah, that's how you do it, man.
So if anyone out there wants to skate, just tap in. All skill levels welcome.
Okay. Now, if you can travel anywhere with the team or just on your own, where would you want to go?
Dude, I'm taking these guys to New York with me.
New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely in the book.
Okay.
You just gotta plan it out right.
Dude, first thing is writing it down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. First we're gonna hit Frisco. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Little
small goals, and then get to the big one.
Yeah. I mean, we've hit all the local stuff. So I think we need to start venturing out. We've done a little bit of SD.
Okay.
But I think Frisco, take some of these guys out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, SD is, I'm sure, is going to be rough, dude.
Yeah, I mean, New York is my dream, though.
Have you been out there yet?
No. This summer, though, for sure.
Okay. Now, are you planning on going with all the guys first, or did you want to go take a little cruise out there?
I'm gonna go out there first solo, peep it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna come back with the guys and a filmer.
Do you know anybody out there that you can meet up with? No?
We're gonna plan it out. We're gonna wing it.
Dang. Well, if anybody out there in New York that watches or follows, man, and can hook them up with some spots or whatever the case,
For sure.
just show them around.
Good thing about the skate
awesome.
community, everyone's very helpful.
That's what you got to do, though. Just start off by going to the local skate shops, and then say, hey, what's up? What's going on? Where's all the spots?
We did Chicago a few summers back.
Did you?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
Went out there like 3 times.
How was that?
Chicago is dope.
Okay.
Dope as hell. I would definitely recommend going out there.
Just for skating or to promote Karma?
I had a homie out there and just to same thing, skating.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
I like to drop these LA wheels all over the place.
And you flying out there or driving?
Flying out there.
Flying.
That's way too far. Yeah, we know.
You never know, man.
They got some cool skate parks out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to their locals out there.
You got to skate them?
Grant Park, yeah.
Grant Park?
Yeah. I actually ran into Chaz Ortiz out there.
That's
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the whole Chicago experience. Definitely recommend it.
Okay, yeah, because I don't think I've ever skated anywhere besides like this side of the coast,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been out of state to
You
skate.
gotta go out there and spread it.
It'd be nice, bro. It'd be nice to get away sometimes.
We're actually selling to 2 shops in Tennessee for when we first started.
Okay.
After COVID, I didn't hear from them, so hopefully they're still doing well. But when we first started, we were like Texas, Tennessee. We were kind of Alabama.
Sending out.
Yes, I mean I would see the addresses. Like, dude, they were all over the place, which is pretty cool.
They were ordering like sheets.
Yeah, sheets, shirts.
And not no more.
Here and there. But
Here and
when we first started, dude, I was just seeing addresses from all over the place, and I thought it was very cool.
Dang. And then they hit you up through your website?
Yeah, if you hit the ground, we have a link right there. You can check out our website. You can get your goods right there if you don't see us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. What's your website?
Karma, Square site. You'll see the link right there.
Mm-hmm.
Karma Griptape at Square site.
Yeah, I don't know if people, I don't know how, if YouTubers use Instagram or vice versa, so wherever they're at, just...
Yeah, no, we're on YouTube.
Definitely
Instagram.
want to put the links in the description below for sure.
Did the TikTok for a little bit.
Okay.
It's a lot to manage 3 social medias, I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, seriously.
That's why we had to get the skate managers.
TikTok didn't really do well for us over here. And then they had that little threat about whatever happened, and then I got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I didn't even put it back on my
phone.
phone.
YouTube does pretty decent.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like YouTube a lot.
Use the reels and stuff like that?
I go heavy with the reels there.
Yeah.
Took a little break, but, we're back at it.
That's good, man. Yeah, because, like I said, we're going to put all those links for the videos, everything down below, or at least we'll put Karma.
Yeah.
And then they can go and check everything out themselves.
For sure, we post all our events right there and check out the Instagram.
Yeah, that's so rad, dude. All right. Now, anywhere out of state you would love to travel to, like has a dream, like Barcelona or
Dude.
Japan?
Spain. Oh, Japan's definitely on the map too. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go out there. I don't know if it'll be this summer or next summer, but that's definitely on my list.
All right.
I feel like it'd be cool to check out the skating scene out there.
Dude, that would be awesome, man. Because
spread some karma.
Spread some karma.
Yeah.
Some good karma. Dude, I love the name, bro. Like you came up on that one.
Thank you.
For sure, man.
Yeah, think of something that holds a lot of weight. You know, that means a lot.
And the backstory on it is just everything too. Because people could just see karma. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know what that is or whatever. But then you have the tree and the story.
Yeah, a lot of meaning behind it. You know.
Mm-hmm. And that goes a long way, dude. Especially like for people that care about the brand and want to know what it's about.
I mean, if you're gonna be, buying from a brand or tapping into a brand, I feel like it's cool to know what they're about, where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's cool to have a backstory.
Right. Yeah, because Mob to me is just a huge corporation that I don't know who owns it, who skates, who doesn't. I don't know if a machine is just doing all the work, and
I'm sure
you know what I mean.
I'm sure there's a backstory,
I'm sure there is too,
Yeah.
but they got big,
So we're local, so we like to mingle with the community.
That's what's up, and that's the best way to do it.
I feel like there's brands get so big that they kind of forget about the community.
It can happen, man.
Yeah.
And then, or they're just more thinking about their quotas and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't make all this money this year. Why not? Well, too many people are skating other brands.
Yeah.
Yeah. But shout out to everybody that supports, man. That's amazing. All right. If you could skate with a pro, who would it be?
Pro? Shit. Probably Neen Williams.
Neen?
Yeah, because the heel flip, that's like my bread and butter trick.
Is that your bread? You like the Healy?
The Healy.
That's me too, man.
Yeah, so if I could skate, it'd probably be with him.
He doesn't live in Kelly anymore, I don't think.
No, I think he moved out there to Texas.
Texas?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know a crazy story about him?
What's that?
I ran into him at Westchester Skate Park.
Okay.
Right, and I remember when I saw him, I was like, dude, that's Neen Williams, one of my favorite skaters, but I'm like to fan out. And standing there, and his board shot out and fucking rolled right into my legs. So he had to come right over. Yeah, he's a really cool dude.
You're like, ow.
Nah. No, so he came over. I actually got a chance to talk to him and meet him, and really cool dude. So,
damn. That's cool. I would have been like, you got any of your famous rubs in the on deck? Not a damn chance.
That was cool. That day I actually had my death wish on me. So
that's cool. Yeah, I think I went to an event one time. I don't think it was really an event, but I think maybe Thunder Trucks were doing something for Jamie Foy. And Neen was there too, so I got to meet him, and then I got to meet Deshaun Jordan before he was even like pro.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I met him at the barracks one time.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I miss the barracks, man.
I got to skate it finally right before it closed.
Yeah?
Yeah, all these years I always wanted to go there, and I didn't get to hit it till it closed.
Well, at least you got in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That's always a cool thing when you get to see the spots that you grew up watching, and now you're there doing it,
A little dream going in there.
Yeah. That's cool. Is there spots maybe that you've dreamt about seeing, like somebody skate and then you took your guys or you went there or anything like that?
Valley College out there in North Hollywood. There's a famous stair set right there. Took the homies there and they shredded it real quick.
Is this on that video?
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's also to what is it called? Belair High School in Pasadena.
Okay.
Have you seen that one?
I mean, I don't get out or not.
Yeah, there's
if I see the clip, I'll probably know.
There's a 18 stair handrail, and I seen the homie getting his 50s on there. I was mind blown, dude. Even the little homie, I forgot which college it was, but there was a 22 stair, and he was boarding, sliding that like second try.
That is nuts, dude.
Little 12, 13, we were all in disbelief, like crazy.
And he's like, "I'm going for this or what?"
Easy.
Yeah.
He picked the spot. He's like, yo, Dave, can we go here? And I seen it, and I was like, yeah, let's go. Wherever you guys want to go,
Damn.
You got a trick in mind, and you want to film it, we're gonna go there first.
Dang, man. Because sometimes, like, I heard of teams saying, "Hey, like I'm taking you to this spot. Let's see who can do something on it or whatnot." But no, this kid was like, "I got this spot."
Yeah, no, we'll suggest spots and we'll start there, and then we'll hit different spots that we see that we think are cool, and all you gotta do is try them, dude.
Yeah,
That's everyone out of their
amazing.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to check out spots you see in videos and stuff.
All right, all right. Do you have a favorite shoe that you skate in?
Dude, I'm heavy with the Adidas.
Heavy with Adidas?
Adidas, yeah.
All
I've
right.
been on these Tyshawn's for like the last few years.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah,
those the ones you're wearing now? Or?
Yeah, dude, I like to wear like mid-top shoes because I had a real bad ankle injury back in the day.
Okay.
So that's one shoe that I found just really just gives me the protection.
Yeah, and you feel confident.
Yeah, and they're sick as fuck,
Yeah. Dude, shout out to Adidas, man. It's rare to hear people skate Adidas nowadays. I feel like everybody's now like New Balance, Nike.
Not gonna lie, New Balance is making some fire shoes. Dude.
I kind of want to try the Reynolds. I don't know. But I like the story behind it. That's what sells me.
There you go. See, it's cool to have a story behind things.
You know what I mean? The little 10 notches in the shoe on the bottom that represent each year that he did something like what?
Dude, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like what?
I might just cop a pair now.
See, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how much he thought and everything went into that. So, yeah, man, it's amazing.
That's stuff I like hearing.
Dude, I swear, I feel like skaters are the ones that do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, because how we came from the shape of the board from the 80s to now, and even now, these kids, like, there's a guy, Christopher Height, that he's designing his own shape to his liking, and it's like, dude.
That's the one thing about skaters, bro. All entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to be around. And that's what I think is so cool about skateboarding. Eventually, everyone ventures out because they want to do their own thing.
And it's kind of allowed here.
Yeah, it's entrepreneurs, bro. Everyone's welcome.
Man, and sometimes, like, sometimes they turn into big brands, and sometimes they just, it is what it is, and you could be happy with that too.
Yeah, I love to see it. I feel like we're always one handshake away, one person, one meeting, one chance away from making it big.
What would you want to see the company be like in the future?
Dude, I would like to be in just a lot more shops.
A lot more shops.
We'll get there eventually.
But do you see yourself like maybe having like a warehouse?
Oh, dude, that's in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking around for an office or a warehouse.
Okay. See, that's amazing, dude.
I would love to have my own little fantasy factory.
That's
some little ramp set up in the back. My little office building so I can do my business, and then also too the little place for all my team to go skate personally.
Right.
Which I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been looking for an office. It's just in the works.
That's so cool, dude. I mean, as long as you can afford all that stuff, you know what I mean? Do you have to have a real job to...
I got a real job right now.
You have a real job right now? Yeah. Yeah, most skaters...
Just riding that wave until I can't, until I can let it go, which is going to be one day.
But hey, dude, as long as you're dreaming and keeping it alive, man. And I love the fact that you got these guys that like, they're down to be part of it.
I think that's very hard to find, bro.
It is.
As much as I believe in them, they believe in me. So I think it's very important that I try my hardest to level up the brand and just keep scaling it,
Yes.
We're going to have our own shop. We're going to have all that.
That's cool. Yeah. And expand too, like to other states and.
Well, that's what I mean by other shops. I want to be out of state.
Out of states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be that big brand,
That's so cool. Any shops that you're looking into right now that you would like to get into?
There's a few. I don't like to put it out there yet.
Just yet.
Until we're in there. I've had a few meetings this past month. Things are looking good.
Shout out, man.
Crazy, dude. I like from finding out where things are get done, like just scaling the brand, finding your tags, just putting everything together, and then manufacturing, distribution company, finding all that, it takes time. And then now you're a salesman.
Yeah.
So I all that you learn from the bottom up.
That's good, man. That you that it's kind of the best way to do it, I think. You know what I mean? Like how we did the show, we didn't know what the hell we were doing when we first started. We knew we had a camera, we knew we had an idea, and then
we went
from there. Yeah.
You just take little jabs at it, and I think that's the best way.
Yeah.
As long as you're trying, and it's the only way it's gonna be successful.
Dude, that's amazing, bro. All right. Well, what about hobbies off the skateboard? Let's get into some hobbies.
Some hobbies. So I have a little clothing brand that I do on the side.
Okay. Is it different from Karma?
Different from Karma. I'm still working on it right now. It's about to get dropped again. I put it away for a while to focus on the skating. Mm-hmm. But I kept getting asked for it, so I think I'm about to re-release that.
That's so sick.
I got some other out-of-state plans in the works with one of my team managers.
Okay.
So I don't want to announce it too soon, but this summer we got some good news dropping.
So all your hobbies are business-wise?
Business-wise, and then I'm into cars too.
Cars?
Yeah, I got a couple Beamers that I've had.
Okay.
So like just a little Beamer meets.
All right.
I feel like Beamers and skateboarding kind of go hand in hand.
Do they?
I meet a gang of skateboarders there that I meet at the skate park, and I'm like, dude, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Cool. Then we just became more homies like that.
BMW, right?
Yeah, little car meets and stuff.
Yeah, because there's a homie that's been on the show, Frank. Mm-hmm. He drives a BMW as well. But I mean, that was like, he's like, I go, what's your dream car? He goes, I got my dream car. I was like, damn. Do you have a dream car that you want, or
need that Porsche, bro?
That Porsche?
Yeah, we gonna get it soon.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to bury myself in it yet, but
I wouldn't mind having the Porsche engine because I have a '63 Volkswagen. I wouldn't mind putting that in there.
That's bad. That's sick.
But I mean,
within time,
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, within time, bro. We'll get there.
We'll get there, man. Hopefully, yeah. For all of us, man, we all just one day we get that, like you said, that one handshake away, or that one thing, that one sponsor, that that one break. You just
gotta feel it, bro.
Yeah, but like I said, like for us, we're not in a rush for it. When it happens, it'll happen.
No, everything's within time. I feel like you shouldn't put a timeline on it because you don't want to stress out about it.
Right.
Yeah. You don't want to put your the numbers. We didn't sell. No, dude. I'm happy you bought stuff with us.
Yes.
So I don't like to stress about numbers. I mean, like I said, the first 5 years is just getting the brand known. You're not gonna be.
Yeah.
Making fat stacks. You're not gonna be Nicky Diamonds. That shit's gotta grow.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it, man.
Yeah. So you just keep moving along.
All right. Now we're almost out of here, dude. Who would you like to see next on the show?
Next on the show?
Like on this show.
I
think. Do you have any other writers?
Yeah, I think Little Kev should be on here.
Little Kev?
Yeah, he's out there shredding.
All right.
He's out there putting in work. He's working on some new parts.
Shout out to Little Kev, man.
Dude, well, send him a message, see if we can get on here.
Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully he's watching and he hears this, and we'd like to get him in the studio. If he's down,
I'm sure he is.
All right, and yeah, man. Again, one more thing before we get out of here. We always like to ask a crazy question. We got a few left in the bowl here.
What you got here?
I don't know. We'll see. I forgot what's left.
Nothing too crazy. If you got the cover of Thrasher, what trick and what obstacle?
I think I already kind of asked you a dream trick, but
yeah, dude. It's fucking laser flip off a fatter set.
After fatter set.
That'd be cool, bro.
A Thrasher cover, and then your grip tape right there too, right?
With the grip showing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick as hell.
I don't know why I'm picturing like a Hollywood 16, because I mean it's a famous spot, and like a big fat laser off that over the rail. Nah.
That seems cover worthy.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
we'll do hopefully a little rehab and get this leg going again. We'll get there.
Well, yeah, man. Like, love to see more skating from you too, man.
Oh, very important, dude. If you get injuries, you take care of those because that really slowed down my skating.
Yeah, the same here, man. When I had a knee thing, but I'm better now. So
make sure you really rehab correctly.
Yes.
If you want longevity in skateboarding, for sure.
All right. Well, do you have any shout outs before we get out of here?
Shout out to all the skate shops out there that have given us a chance, that mess with us. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the cities that collab with us, that help us do the functions. Shout out to you guys for having me on the show.
Shout out to all your riders.
Shout out to all the riders, dude.
Yeah, man.
Keep an eye out for our part 2 dropping. Probably by the end of the summer.
Yeah, dude. Anything that you come up with in the future now, we'll post it,
I appreciate that.
We will. And yeah, man. And again, like if you want to come back, like say Little Kev's in the studio and like we don't have our guys today and you want to sit in as a couch boy, dude.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna make sure he makes it.
Yeah.
That's just pretty cool.
You're more than welcome to come back anytime, bro.
Can't wait.
Yeah, man. And thank you again for coming down. I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
bro. Anytime.
Yeah, and dude, everybody out there, please go follow him at Skater Dave 07
Skater Dave 07.
and at Karma
Griptape, go check it out.
on Instagram. And thank you everybody for tuning in today. Thank you for I'm holding it down all by myself. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to the guys. They took a day off. Today's Cinco de Mayo, so it's Monday. So, we took some time off because next weekend is Mother's Day. So, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to drop an episode. So you'll still see us on Thursdays. So thank you everybody out there who likes, subscribes to our channel. Thank you everybody who supports us. Shout out to all the local skaters out there. Make sure to follow us on the Instagram at Where the Locals Sk8. I'm OG Skate Show. Till next week. Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.